but I will then. Yeah. Yep.
All right, guys, we're going to get going here in just a minute. If you guys have a ballot, one of these orange cards, if you can get those in right away, we're going to take those away and start counting them. So if you have one of these orange slips that are filled out, if you can get them in this box right up there, we're going to take these away in just a couple minutes. So we'll be right back with you with the program. Problem, Greg. All right, we're going to get going here. How many of you guys do you think you've been here for all these? We've been doing this for 19 years. How many of you guys have been here for maybe 10 of these? Okay, we got quite a few people. Do you guys remember how many were in the old church when we were in the old church? Okay, a lot of you. Yeah, we started this 19 years ago, and when we first did that first one, we drilled holes in the wall and we put up all those bucks on the wall in the drywall. And then the next day, a bunch of us guys came in. We did it on a Friday night. On Saturday, we came back in and we spackled the walls and repainted the whole sanctuary on Saturday and had church on Sunday. It was, the next year we had those buckboards. Believe it or not. Yeah, it made it a whole lot easier. So we've been in this building for a couple of years now, and we just love to see you guys every year. It's pretty cool to have everybody in here. Before we get started, I wanted to see how many youth hunters did we have in here this year? Look, raise your hand if you're a youth hunter and you hunted this year. Okay, yeah, we got quite a few. How many people bow hunted this year? Bow hunted. Okay, we got a lot of bow hunters. All right, how many people gun hunted this year? Okay, even more. All right. How many people actually took out a muzzleloader, used a muzzleloader during the muzzleloader season? Okay, we do have a few. All right, I like seeing that. How many shot a deer with a bow after gun season? A deer. We have 1, 2, 3. Nice, that's tough to do. I like to see who's in the crowd like that. It's kind of neat to see. But before we get going, I want to have any of the youth hunters that raised their hand that were successful, shot a buck or a doe, I want you guys up here on stage with me. Any youth hunters that shot a deer this year, come on up here. Youth hunters that shot a deer up here, get lined up. We do this every year. This is kind of neat to see. It seems to get bigger every year. Wow. Holy moly. Well, we're going to save our applause till later because we're going to get gonna see what everybody shot, okay? So we're gonna start down at this end. I want you guys to tell me your name and what you shot this year. All right.
I'm Josie, and I shot a 9-point.
I'm Grace, and I shot an 8-point.
I'm Gideon, and I shot an 8-point.
I'm Tyler, and I shot a 7-point.
I'm Cassandra, and I shot a 7-point.
I'm Owen, and I shot an 8-point.
Oh, come on up here.
I'm Jason, I shot a 10-point. I'm Shelby, and I shot a 5-point.
What was that again? I'm sorry.
I'm Shelby, and I shot a 5-point.
5-point?
I'm Zach, and I shot a 3-point buck in a doe.
I'm Mason, and I shot a doe. I'm Ethan, and I shot a 10-point.
I'm John, and I shot a button buck.
I'm Brady, and I shot a 3-point.
I'm Cole, and I shot a doe.
I'm Lisa, and I shot a 7-point.
I'm Isaac, and I got a 2 doe.
I'm coming back to you. We don't have enough time for you right now. Just a second. I'll come back to you, Wes.
I'm Lauren, and I got 2 8-points.
I'm Chandler, and I got an 8-point.
I'm Brooklyn, and I got a 10-point.
I'm Shay, and I got a 9-point.
I'm Mason, I got a 10-point.
I'm Reed, and I shot a 12-point. And 6 does, I think.
Wes, how many did you get?
2 button bucks, a 9-point, an 8-point, and a doe.
Oh, you just about beat Reed. Oh, big round of applause for everybody. Okay. All of you youth hunters, I want you to come right over here and pick a prize off of the table over here, okay? Every one of you guys, pick a prize off the table.
Okay, now it's time for our first game of the night. This little meme has nothing to do with it, but I thought it was hilarious, so I wanted to put it on there. It's actually not a bad idea, really, except there probably aren't too many people carrying around venison to throw at someone. Okay, so I need 2 volunteers, and just a reminder that when you volunteer for a game here at Big Buck Night, it will most likely be embarrassing, and you will get a prize. So the prizes are over here that you can pick from. Let's see. I need 2 volunteers who are good at shooting. Okay, you're getting a little hint here. Usually I get my... Wait, okay, hands up. Okay, you guys. Yeah, the 2. Great, come on up. Okay, so this game is you each get a real... Nola and Adeline, could you move, please? So you gentlemen are each going to pick... I'll give you first pick of the Nerf guns there. Okay, you grab the whole basket. All right, these are not impressive. Hold up your weapon. Hold up your... There you go. You can barely see it. Okay, these are sweet. These are sweet. They actually do shoot. All right. Figure out how to cock them. This one slides back. This one is on the bottom. All right, so you have around 40 Nerf bullets. If you'd sit here. Okay, what's your name?
Tyler.
Tyler, okay. Lauren is going to be your score person. So she's going to hold up a card for every ball you shoot. And then, so it's Tyler and?
Dusty.
Dusty, all right. Lisa's going to be your score person, and you already have 1. Oh, wait, no, we don't. Okay. All right, so you have 3 minutes. Oh, here we go. 3 minutes on the clock. And at the end of those, Lisa, will you turn on the speaker? I'm going to play. I get made fun of because I'm using a speaker in an auditorium that has built-in sound, but this way I can control it. All right, so you guys are going to fire away. These are both single shots. You want to just take a practice. You shoot your scorer as a practice just to see how it shoots. You can go ahead and shoot her. Oh, all right. Your turn, Tyler. You shoot her. All right. Yep, all right. Okay, we got 2. Now you know how they shoot. All right, here we go. And first player to hit 3 balls. I did not play that. I did not mean to play. Okay, we'll go with this. I wasn't planning on it. All right, 3 minutes. Okay, you shoot away as much as you want, and we're going to try to be honest here with who shot what. And at the end of the 3 minutes, it's over. All right, go ahead. Woo! So far, all right. No. Now, remember when I asked for 2 good shots? You remember that part? All right. All right. This is like real hunting. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is good. Oh, 2 of them. How did this happen? Ladies, who got those? Oh, I saw that one. All right. Nice. Whoo. Did anyone see who hit those first two? No, you guys can't even see who's shooting, can you? All right. We shot for a long time in our house, and we didn't have very good luck. All right. We still have quite a bit. Oh! That was, okay. All right, it's a tie game. Who can do it, boys? Woo! Man. This is tense. And this music couldn't be more motivational. Yeah. Oh, man. All right. I'll tell you what, you guys can get on your knees up there at that first step if you want. Or you can stay in your seat. You can get closer if you want, as close as the first step. You guys want to win this honestly. I like that. We're not going any closer. Woo! Woo! So close. Look at the mess of darts up there. Oh boy. I don't hear any cheering. I don't. It's so hard to. Any tips? Does anyone have any tips? Oh, that is a good tip. I heard a try aiming. Yeah, that's. Oh, you can steal. You can steal. Oh, what a good buddy. And we got Rhinestone Cowboy. I have an interesting playlist. All right, and do we have anything? Okay, first one to run up there and knock that ball off. Oh, yeah! I don't know. Oh, we got it in his hand. Nice work, gentlemen. Nice work. All right. Thank you. And the score people will pick up the stuff. You guys can pick from things over there, right there. Oh, but they're my children, so they have no choice. All right.
Oh, that was great. I don't know what's more disconcerting, that either the shooting that was happening up there or, yeah, that was scorekeeping. Yeah, that was a little weird. Or the Back in the Saddle Again was your first thing on your playlist. He plays that every day when he goes to work. He gets in the car and he turns it on. So I don't know what was worse, that shooting or the Michigan Wolverines last night. So, did I say that? Did I go there? I didn't mean that to come out. I'm sorry. So anyways, okay. Well, I wanted to announce these guys in this area. We have a QDM co-op. It's a cooperative between a bunch of neighbors, and I'm going to invite Brett Mowinski to come up, and he's from this area, and he's going to tell you a little bit more about the Looking Glass Deer Management Co-op.
Thanks, Gabe. Appreciate it. Brett Mowinski with the Looking Glass Whitetail Management Co-op. That's a long one. Every time I say it, I got to remember, what's it again? Have you guys heard of it before? All right, got a couple members out here. So this is a local group. We started about 5 years ago, and the main reason was to start it was better, get to know the neighbors, better hunting experience, and kind of see what everybody's doing. We've had a lot of fun since we started 5 years ago. Our doe numbers went up a lot. This is the second year we had a doe-a-thon. I think we shot 15 does in our group, and I think this will be the first year our actual group is shoot more does than actually bucks in our group. And we've got members, most of the location of the members is kind of between Britton Road, Kobe Lake, Winnegar, and Shasburg Road, but we also have people in the surrounding area. We bring on guest speakers sometimes from the DNR, Michigan State. We usually meet about 3 or 4 times a year. Also talk about things like food plots, trail camps, what are we using. And I text most of our members when I'm hunting. That's probably a mistake. Probably missed a buck or two over the years doing that. We'll actually have our annual recap coming up here on Sunday, the 22nd at 6:30 at 10351 Kobe Lake Road. If you get on Facebook, just look up Looking Glass Whitetail Deer Management. You can just follow us in there. The event will probably be about an hour and a half. We're in a pole barn we meet, and it's heated. So we'll be all right there. But usually the problem is an hour and a half meeting usually goes 3 hours with our group because everyone wants to keep talking about hunting. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm also have the booth over here in the next room. Any questions from anybody? All right. Well, thank you. Appreciate your time. And then enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, I got a question for you. How many of you guys went elk hunting this year, Michigan or out of state? We got 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. How many guys were successful? All right, 3 of you. How far did you pack it? Pack it out. Didn't have to pack it out. Very good. How far was your pack out? Wow. Well, that kind of ruined the whole thing there. So I was going to tell a story about my pack out. So I went elk hunting this year. Was lucky man, got myself an elk, shot it, dropped it, got it all squared away. Not a real good map reader, obviously. I'm looking at the map and I got about 8/10 of a mile back to camp with this thing. Buddy comes along and he goes, "What? Where did you shoot it?" And I show him on Onyx and he expands it out a little bit and he goes, "You know, you're about 250 yards from the road." So we quartered up and packed it out 250 yards instead of the mile I was planning on doing back and forth over and again and again. So I was going to give you guys a prize for packing it out farther, or the shortest or the longest, but you guys didn't even pack it out. I'm just kidding. All you guys come up that shot an elk, come on up and grab a prize off the table up here. Congratulations. What's that? Really? 7 hours. Oh, wow. Very cool. Oh, wow. Sounds like a little bit of work. So you didn't drive a truck up there and just go get it? Oh, wow. Very cool. Congratulations. No, mine was in Montana. Yeah. So very fortunate. This bull right here is 5x5. Got it with my bow. It was my first bull. I've only been hunting twice. Extremely blessed. I mean, it was pretty, the guys that go out and put in all the work and the scouting and just putting in tons of hours worth of work, those guys hate me because I'm the green guy, went out with a bunch of other guys. Pretty much nobody saw any elk. Of course, the greenest guy in the room goes out, takes one with a bow. It's kind of a bucket list thing I wanted to do, and didn't have to track it. I dropped it in his tracks, which was a crazy thing that ever happened there. And then on top of it, only have to pack it out 250 yards. Kind of spoiled. I don't even know what elk hunting's like, really. Kind of felt like deer hunting, actually. It was pretty nice. So we got some more prizes. Did everybody come up that wanted to get a prize for the elk hunting? Great. Thank you.
All right. Some of you guys have been here before. You know how this works. The prizes that we're going to give away we're going to give 3 different prizes away right at the end of the event. And those 3 prizes are going to be in these boxes up here, or the bags up here. But they're for the overall biggest for this year buck, the overall biggest youth buck, and then also the viewer's choice box. So I just wanted to let you guys know that'll be at the very end. We're going to give away those prizes, but we're going to have Brandon come back up, and he's got another game for us.
So in addition to those category prizes, we're also going to do drawings for everything on this table except that camouflage thing that wasn't on the table earlier. These are from Nature to Home. A gentleman in our church makes these, and so you can see the lights in them. This is lighted as well. There's a little timer, so you flip it one way and it does it for 4 hours and then shuts off. You flip it the other way, it stays on. They're pretty cool. We'll do a drawing for those. We'll do a drawing for pairs of these ice fishing rigs, and these are my dad's kind of famous ice fishing rig, so it's really productive. That's good stuff. This rhino blind and that game camera. So we'll draw those from everyone who voted for their favorite buck tonight at the end. All right, time for game number 2. How well do you know your hunting buddies? So this is hunting buddy trivia. I need 2 sets of hunting buddies. So do we have hunting buddies that are willing to come? Okay, the 2 of you, perfect. Okay, and then we got other hunting buddies. 2 hunting buddies willing to come up here. All right, far side. Yep, right. Yep, 2 guys in camo hats. Yep, you both have camo hats. Yeah. Okay, we need these chairs set up, ladies. Okay, so the way we're going to do this is, who Who wants to guess about the other person? So I'm going to give you trivia questions, and one of you has to guess what the other person would say. Okay, all right. So you, sir, face this way. What's your name?
Owen Darian.
Owen?
Alex Darian.
Alex. And how do you know Owen?
He's my son.
Okay, all right. Let's see how you know. Does all this okay, perfect. I like it. Here, actually, I'm going to back you up a little bit so you can see that screen a little better. So you're going to see the questions and the possible answers right up on the screen, so you both have a screen to look at. Okay, let's scoot it. We'll do it like this. Okay, here we go. All right, so who's going to so you're going to answer, no, you're going to answer about her, right? Sure. Okay, what's your name?
Landon.
Landon?
Josie.
Josie, how do you know Landon?
School.
School. Okay, so at school you talk a lot about hunting?
No.
All right, this is going to go real well. Okay, here we go. First question. Oh, and Gabe's going to play as well. So here's how we do it. Okay, you have a set of cards A through E. You have a set of cards A through E. So what you do is you look at this question, you look at the possible answers, and just for fun, Gabe's going to play as well. So Gabe has a card. So afterward, we'll find out what Gabe has to say after each question, and we'll see what we all do. Okay, so you guys understand the rules of the game. You get your card ready with whatever answer it is that you would say about yourself, you'd say about yourself, and you're going to say it about Owen, you're going to say it about Josie. Was that it? Yeah, okay. Everyone understand the game. Then you're going to hold up the card all at the same time, and if you have a match, you get a point. Lauren's your point person. And if you guys have a match, you get a point. Liesel's your point person. All right, here we go. How well do you know your hunting buddy? If your buddy could have one hunting superpower, what would it be? All right. A, to be scent free. That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, B, to be self-camouflaging. Okay, C, to be able to communicate with the animals. Like you can speak perfect whitetail or perfect rabbit. You get them come. Okay. D, to be able to sweet talk landowners into giving soul hunting rights. Okay, that's a good one. Or E, to be able to silently remove Little Debbie snack wrappers in the woods. That's a good, don't discount that one. Okay, here we go. So figure out what you think your hunting buddy's going to say. Okay, I'm going to do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold up your cards so that the audience can see. And we have no matches. Okay, we're off to a good start. All right, so zeros all around. That was good, though. That was good. Okay, so what was the real one? What would be your superpower?
E.
E to be... I like it. I like you. Okay, here we go. What was your superpower?
D.
D to be... That's a good one. Gabe would have picked that. I know Gabe would have picked that one. Oh, well, let's see what Gabe picked. Okay, let's see. What do you got, Gabe? I picked F, Brandon. F. Oh, there's another one. To be able to get birds and mice to sew beautiful clothes for you. Yes, that is a good one. Okay, Cinderella-ish. Okay, I like it. All right, question number 2. If your buddy could only choose one outdoor activity, what would it be? A, camping. Ooh. B, hiking. Okay. C, hunting. D, fishing. Or E, open air yoga. Open air yoga. Which one will it be? A, B, C, D, or E? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show your card. Ooh, we have a match. Okay, Lisa, you get 1 point. You can't see the cards, can you? Just keep score. This is, okay. Now, what was yours?
C.
C. So hunting? C. Hunting. Okay, all right. And what did you say she would say?
A.
Camping. Okay, well, camping. You can camp when you... Okay, Gabe, what do you have?
I contemplated, I hate number A.
Yeah.
Number, whatever.
Yeah.
But E sounded really good.
F. Frolicking about. Frolicking about. No, that seems like you. No, I get that. Okay. A, outdoor activity. Okay, all right. We'll move on. Number 3, if your buddy could only have one weapon to hunt with, what would it be? A rifle. Straight cartridge. Straight, right? And lower Michigan. Okay. Shotgun, B. C, vertical bow. D, crossbow. E, a lifetime PETA membership. Which would it be? What would your weapon be? A, B, C, D, or E? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Show your cards. A. Oh, we got points on both sides. Nice work. Rifles all around. Okay, and Gabe, what did you say? Nope. F. Killer good looks. You already got that, buddy. Yeah, I like that. That's a good, no, you got good answers. Okay, here we go. Number 4, if your buddy could only have one adventuring snack, what would it be? A, Little Debbie's. We're back to Little Debbie's. I think I might have an idea here of who's going to say. All right, B, trail mix. Ooh, a good trail mix, M&Ms and whatnot. Okay, C, jerky of your choice of meats. There's that place on 27. You can get alligator jerky. I've never stopped there. Have you? Okay, D, energy bars. Ooh. E, a nice vegetable tray. What would you pick out of those things? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. Got it. Okay, 1. Show. Reveal. C, B. Oh, we didn't have them. So it would have been trail mix over here. He thought it was jerky. Both are. You could have jerky in your trail mix, I guess. But okay, so our points here. So hold up the points high, Liesel. 2. We got 2 to 1. All right, waves. This is still a good go. We got 2 more questions. Oh, Gabe, what did you pick? That was a tough one. Yeah. But again, I think I'm F. Venison flavored Jello jigglers. That's unique. But sounds delicious. Homemade. I imagine they would have to be. Yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, number 5. How many points did your buddy's most recent buck have? Okay, how many points did your buddy's most recent buck have? A, 1 to 4 points. B, 5 to 7 points. C, 8 to 10 points. D, 11 points plus. Or E, do button bucks count? Okay, A, B, C, D, or E. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. CC, wow, nice. Okay, excellent. And we're at 3 points to 2 points. Okay, oh, Gabe, what did you say? No, this is you, not your buddy. You're answering for yourself. Yeah, we've got this whole thing with F. The only bucks I see are the ones Brandon and Jason shoot. Okay, no, that's very honest of you to say that. Okay, good. Okay. Number 6. I'm going to remind you of the points. You guys have 3, you guys have 2. Okay, here we go. Last question. If your buddy was going to mess up on a giant buck, how would he or she do it? I totally shouldn't have put he or she. Okay, here we go. A, call to overcalling, common mistake. Okay, they're looking right at me, but I still want to call. Okay. B, rush the shot. I could do that. I've done that. C, shake from excitement. I think we can all relate to these so far. D, get scented. It happens. Or E, snore too loudly. You slept right through it. Okay. A, B, C, D, or E. If you're going to mess up, how are you going to mess up? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reveal. BBC. Oh, we did not. You guys didn't get a point. It was a rush the shot or shake from excitement. You guys got the point. All right, excellent. Good job. Wait, we got to find out what Gabe was going to say. Oh, F. The scent of my lavender exfoliating body scrub. Oh, common mistake. Oh, okay. Oh, apple cider. Excellent. All right, hey, a round of applause for our volunteers. Well done. Good job. You guys won, but you all get a prize. So go ahead and grab something from right over here. Go ahead and grab something from right there.
Run through all some stuff?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Oh, great. You guys grab something up here.
All right. Did you guys, quite a few people had deer measured by CBM, and I wanted to give, can everybody give CBM a big round of applause for measuring the bucks tonight? They come here this every year and do this for us, and they don't get paid or anything. So I want to have all the CBM measures. If you're in here, come on up and get something off the table. So come on up here and get something if you're in here, CBM measures. But before we get going, I want to talk, or I want to tell you, these people have bucks that are eligible for getting in the record book, the CBM record book. And so I just wanted to name those names off. So afterwards, if you guys can see the CBM guys at the booth there in the commons down the way, I want you guys all to be able to get in the books, and they can tell you how. Tyler Ash, Cassandra Becker, Derek Pruley, James Benura, Bree Monk, Dusty Treshout, Timothy Thiel, Greg Young, Kyle Barnard, Fred Herring, Max Frank, and Thomas Costello. If I named off your name, then I just wanted to let you know that you have a buck that's big enough for CBM. And before we start the seminar, I wanted keep your eyes open because there's probably going to be some prizes thrown out your way. So keep your eyes open. All right. All right. So who here came from over 15 miles away to get here tonight? 15 miles away. Did anybody come from out of state? Let me say that first. Anybody come from out of state to be here tonight? Okay, none? Oh, thank goodness we didn't have Ohio fans. No, I'm just I went there. They're not here. They don't know it. Okay, so 20 miles. 20 miles. You come 20 miles? 20 miles or more? All right. What's that? 30 miles? 30 miles. Where'd you guys come from? Burton? Where'd you come from? Mulligan? Nice. Lansing. Okay, that's over. Then I had one over here. Where'd you come from? Charlotte? Okay. Hey, you guys that came from over 30 miles away, come on up and get a prize. All right? Come on up and get a prize. Does anybody out here have a tag from the 2021 season still in their wallet? Like you don't clean it out ever? Okay, no? Somebody have one? Do you have one? If you show me one, you can come get a prize. You got one? A license from 2021. Yeah. Everybody has them at home. So, okay. You got one? Go get a prize. You got one out there? Some of you guys don't clean out your wallets. Okay, if you think you have the thickest wallet here, who really should clean out your wallet, show me your wallet. I want to see who's got the thickest wallet here. Oh my goodness. Is that a purse or a wallet? Holy moly. Okay, is there anyone that's bigger than that? Oh my goodness. Do we have any seat cushions up here for these two? Did the chiropractor give us any chiropractic visits? Okay, get a second prize. You come up and get a prize. Holy moly. Let me see. Is that money? Andrew, is that money in there? You can come see me, Andrew. Go get a prize, Andrew. Wow. All right, what else do we got here? What else? Okay, who wants to admit it? The smallest deer shot this year that you weighed. I want to know by weight. Who shot one? You can point at your neighbors. This is legal in this, okay? Did anybody shoot a deer under 75 pounds? Okay, somebody's raising their hand dramatically. I think that's my son. Okay, anybody else? Under 75 pounds. I guess you can come get one, Reed. All right. Yeah. Yep. Okay, watch. They're going to be throwing out some stuff. So, okay, I'm going to get going. We're going to talk a little bit about food plots tonight, okay? How many of you guys own your own property over, say, 10 acres, 20? Let's go over 20 acres. How many people own property over 20 acres? Okay, I want your names and numbers after this is done. No, I'm just joking. How many of you guys plant food plots regardless of acreage that you own? Food plots. Okay. How How many are big equipment operators? You know, you plant them with tractors and stuff. Okay, we got a few over here, a few back there. How many do it with small stuff? You know, ATVs, rakes. Okay, we got a couple back here. I wanted to talk about that small stuff tonight, okay? That's where I've been for many, many years. I've been a small equipment guy. I've always had like ATVs and, you know, rakes and stuff. I didn't own a whole lot of acreage. I still don't own a whole lot of acreage. So wherever I had a place to put a food plot, I would try to put a food plot, okay? I'd have an opening in the woods or something, or the landowner would allow me to put in a small food plot here or there. So I always wanted to figure out ways to use ATVs or the best way to do that. And I wanted to talk to you about some of the ways that I've found to do that, two in particular. If you guys know what these are, any of the kids know what these are? What is that? That's a food planter. Like you put a hot dog or hamburger in there and you spin it. What do you put in there? Deer food. Well, that's close. What goes in there? Grass seed. Close enough. Food plot seed. Yeah. So what I would do is I would plant a plot using this right here. Okay. This is an ATV plow or an ATV disc. Okay. So this goes in your hitch in the back of your ATV. In some of the places that I was putting these food plots in, it was hard to get to them, okay? So a lot of times you had to go through some big swamp areas or something, and as long as I could get an ATV in there, I could put this in the hitch, and I could flip it upside down so it was sticking up. I could drive my quad into these places. I could flip it upside down so it's down, and then drive up on a stump or a log or something, and I could drop the disc down a little bit, and then I could put a pin in here, and when I drove it off the timbers or the log that I was on, the back end of the quad would push this down into the dirt. So all of your tillage problems come from ATV equipment is not very heavy. Okay, so if you're pulling a disc behind your quad, it's not very heavy. It doesn't get down in the dirt like if you have it on a 3-point and you have something really heavy and you drop it down. It'll get right down in the dirt. But I was having a hard time finding anything that I could pull behind my quad that would get down in the dirt. So I found this. So the ATV's weight actually pushes this down in the dirt, and it looks tiny. This thing looks really, really small. It's called a Groundhog Max ATV plow. And it looks really small, but with this thing, you can go about 20 miles an hour or even faster if you wanted. You can fly with this. You don't have to go slow like you would with normal tillage equipment. So this is kind of a neat piece of equipment that goes on your ATV, and this is how I planted food plots for a long time. Okay, I'd drive my ATV in there, flip it upside down, drop it down, and I would just drive around back and forth to do maybe a quarter acre. That's about the size that I would do. About a quarter acre would take me maybe a half an hour to plow up. But when I got done, this thing pushes right down into the soil really, really well. So I'd get good tillage, but it would be in a small plot. And doing anything bigger than maybe even a half acre really was quite a pain, okay? I mean, it just took a long time to do it with that. I mean, it works really good, and if you have a small plot, that's a great way to do it. But recently, I've had a couple friends doing a new type of food plot, and it's no-till planting, okay? Have any of you guys tried no-till planting? Okay, a couple people here. All right. So I want to talk real quickly about this. I'm not necessarily an expert about this, but I've seen guys do it, and I've seen how they do it, and I've talked to them and gotten some pointers on it. And how you do it is you have to get good soil to seed contact, or good contact with, usually that's how you get good seed germination. So when it comes to no-till planting, if you have a little area, maybe you have a trail through the woods that you want to plant, or you have a little opening in the woods or something that has grass on it, you have to knock down the grass in some way. You can either mow it, or you can roll it with like a lawn roller, or if you use a cultipacker, those are the round discs that are kind of V-shaped. Those crimp the stalks, and anytime that you roll over the top of it, it kind of crimps those weeds and it breaks them, and that will kill them. So that's a good way to do it too. So those three things, that mowing, like a lawn roller or a cultipacker, are good ways to crimp or get it knocked down. So if you have a lawnmower only, you can do this type of planting. So the cool thing about it is there's many different ways of doing it. You basically have to throw the seed down, and when you're seeding, when it comes to no-till planting, you want to add about 10 to 15% seed. You don't want to put the seed rate on there that it says on the package. You want to up that just a little bit because not all the seed is going to germinate. But then you want to make sure in either mow or crimp roll your grass down, and you want to make sure and spray it if you can. And with the price of spray right now, sometimes you don't even have to do that if you can get it to lay down really well. So the nice thing about this no-till planting is there's not really any wrong way to do in order to do it. So you can throw your seed out if you have tall weeds. Even if you have tall weeds that are up to your waist or so, you can throw the seed using a seeder like this. Spread the seed at a rate that's 10 to 15% higher. You can spread the seed, then you can mow it. You could spread the seed and then roll it. You could spread the seed and then crimp it. You could crimp it. You could do it almost in any way you want. You can spray afterwards. If the seed is still in seed form and it hasn't germinated yet, you can spray right over the top of it and it won't kill the seeds, okay? So if you don't have germination yet, you can spray. But that's the way you do this no-till planting. It's really kind of cool and really kind of an innovative way to do it if you don't have access to equipment like I did for many, many years. So I just wanted to talk about that really quick. And there's a few guys here who have done no-till planting. And so if you have any questions about it, come see me and I can point them out. And maybe you can talk to them a little bit more and they can give you more pointers on it. So I think we're all set with that. Are we going to give away? We're going to give away these? No, let's go ahead and give these away. All right, let's go ahead and draw some prizes. Nobody's ready for prizes, right? I didn't hear anything. Let's just go home. Is anybody ready for prizes? All right, here we go. All right. You got somebody one of you guys? You two. Yeah.
Let's do Jaden.
Get up here, Jaden. All right. Jaden, you have to read them too. I'm just joking.
So this one, we'll go from the back to the front. So these, the pictures in the back are done by a guy, I think I already told you this, but it's Nature to Home. Jack and Jan Gee do these, and they're really cool. So we'll go with the deer one first with that sun set in the background. All right, Jaden. No, you don't look in, you just reach in. Grab one out. Okay, can you read the name?
Jonathan Wolfinger.
Okay, all right, Jonathan. Come on up. All right, cool. So the switch, just so you know, is right here. So you put it to the middle if you want to turn it off. Yeah. Let them try to find it. Yeah. Okay, put that one right on the ground there.
The next one.
Okay, the next one is being displayed by Vanna Jason. Okay. What is it?
Tim Beard.
Tim Beard. Are you here? All right, cool. Yep, have to be present to win. Okay. All right.
Sophia, what does that say? Schlack.
Okay, and that was the... Oh, right here. Okay. Man, woo, sneaky. Sophia? Okay, we got a pass? Are you coming up? No, okay, she's passing. Oh, she's passing. Okay. Okay.
Owen Perium. What? Devian.
Devian? Yeah. Yeah, all right, cool. Okay, the Rack Shack.
Trudy Van Warmer.
Nope.
Vanover.
Right there. All right, great. Okay, so let's do two ice fishing rods at a time. So we'll do two at a time. So just pick one so they can take a buddy out.
Olivia Bentley.
Olivia Bentley. All right. Okay.
Chandler Webb.
Chandler Webb.
Chandler Webb.
Do we have a Chandler Webb in here? All right. Okay. Last ice fishing.
Lori Johnson.
Okay. All right. Okay, next we'll do the... Gabe's not going to meet halfway. Okay. All right, next is the... Let's do the game camera? Let's do the game camera next. Okay. Okay, let's see.
Neil Putnam.
Neil Putnam. All right. And the last one, the rhino blind. Who is it?
Lindsay Mendenhall.
Mendenhall. All right. And this might be a playpen as well for the... Okay. All right, awesome. Thanks, everyone. And I think Johnny, Pastor Johnny is Pastor Johnny next, Gabe? Yep. Okay, great. Prizes after.
No. Glad you guys are all able to come out. It's an honor to have you here with us this evening. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Got some good chili. Anybody getting good chili? That's pretty good. I honestly come for the chili. That's my favorite part of the whole event. Just kidding. Hope you got some good prizes. Graham puts this event on multiple years. We've done it, and it's the same story. We really do love people. We don't like people, but we love them. No, I'm just kidding. We do enjoy you being here and enjoy the opportunity to be able to bless you. Our church looks for opportunities to bless people in our community. We like to connect with people. We like to make new friends. And this is just one event that does that, and we're certainly glad that you're here. I just want to talk a couple of minutes about family. If I were to ask the question, what is one of the things that you're most thankful for, you're most grateful for, a lot of people say family. And I'm sure many of you would agree. You value your family. You're also aware, we're also aware that there are people here that have not had good experiences with family. And they would say that I have friends that are like family to me, even more so than my own biological family. But one thing is for sure, we agree that relationships are something that we treasure. They're valuable to us. We enjoy good friends and good family that walk with us, and especially during difficult seasons of life. Earlier today, I was talking with some of the guys that put this whole event on, and we were reminiscing about the past, talking about some fishing and hunting stories. And I remember how fun it was to grow up. And we were talking about this with the BB gun, simple BB gun, shooting rabbits, squirrels, birds. Some of you know what I'm talking about here. You also played war with the BB guns, right? Our army, as it were. You're only supposed to pump the gun once, right? See, I know many of you have done this, and so you know exactly what's happening here. Nobody is supposed to get hurt. Of course, this is not the kind of thing that is probably even allowed today. We have to do paint guns or something that's a little bit more safe. But I was playing with my brother. Jason's my brother. If you haven't noticed, he looks a little bit like me. I pumped the gun several times, and I shot him. Let's just say he was not happy with the whole situation. It hurt. It hurt, of course, as you would expect. He threatened to tell Dad, and you don't. I grew up in the age where that wasn't a really good thing to do, and I was going to pay for that, so I made a deal with him, and I said, I'll run out to the yard, and you get a free shot, and you can shoot at me. Kids don't do this at home. I'm not recommending this at all, but I'm just telling you a little bit of story. So I think he pumped it at least 10 times, maybe more. But thankfully, he did not hit me. I think I faked injury and got away with it. Later, of course, he forgave me, I think, and we still love each other today. Family life is good. There's good memories, good relationship. They're really a gift from God when you think about it. It's something that all of us haven't experienced in the same way, but nonetheless, something that's valuable. When we talk about Graham Church, We see ourselves as a family. That's how we would describe ourselves. Sometimes we would refer to ourselves as brothers and sisters. This last year, Graham family went through, I think, one of the most difficult and shocking events imaginable. 6 months ago, our senior pastor, his youngest child, his daughter, 30 years of age, had a brain bleed, and she died. Completely unexpected. She was planning on getting married in August, and instead we end up having a funeral for her. Very difficult. And then, if that wasn't shocking enough, just 2 months ago, our senior pastor died of a massive heart attack. He was very healthy, rode his bike, and it was completely, again, unexpected. It was devastating. In fact, there's still those of us here at Graham, the Graham family, that find ourselves even still grieving over these losses. But what happened was, in an amazing way, the Graham family came together and supported and encouraged and comforted one another. I feel like the Graham family is probably closer than ever because of these very difficult times. And so you then begin to really treasure a family that goes through difficult times and comes together when sometimes when people die, families pull apart. I cannot imagine what it would have been like without Graham family during these losses. I can't even envision that. We loved one another, we cared for one another, we prayed for one another. It's incredible, and I would not trade it all. I wouldn't trade it for anything in this world. There's just nothing that's that can be compared to what happens inside this Graham family through all that's happened here. So the question might come up is then what gives us hope? Why is this? Why did it happen in this way? Well, if you were to look at the people at Graham, they are a very diverse group of people. I mean, you've met some of them tonight. Some of them are very weird, any number of different things. But we have families, we have single people, we have young people, we have old people, we have Democrats, we have Republicans, probably some independents too. I mean, there's all kinds of people here. There's people that love hunting, they love to eat venison, and there's people that don't. They don't even get what is happening here tonight. This makes no sense to them. So we have a very diverse group of people. But one thing that we all agree on here at the church, what we hold dearly is the person of Jesus Christ. That's what makes all the difference in the world to us. The Bible says in John 1:12, to all who have received him, those who believed in his name, he has given the right to become God's children. So God becomes a man in Jesus Christ. He dies for messed up people like us so that we could be forgiven. So anyone who puts their faith in Christ has a right, according to that verse, to become a part of God's family. Because Jesus rose from the dead, we have hope. A hope of the eternal life. Death is not the end. It's only the beginning. Jesus Christ and the family of God is what has made all the difference in this last year. Jesus has enabled us to press on and not give up hope. Be a lot of people that would quit and say it's just not worth it. Why go through such tragedies and lose people that you love and continue the course? And yet we found that it has made us better and stronger, and the family in such a way has cared for one another in ways that we can't imagine. Maybe you'd like to know more about this Jesus. Maybe you would like to be a part of God's family. I don't know. There's a way to do that, and you should talk to someone. I mean, if there's any question in your mind about whether you're in God's family, not whether you're in Graham Church, but whether you're in God's family, you should talk to someone. There's an answer for this. There's hope. But even if you're not interested, we want you to know that Graham Church is here for you. So on the screen, we're putting up contact information. Maybe you'd like to take a picture, write it down, use it for later. Maybe at some point you'll find yourself in need. You'll find yourself in the midst of a tragedy, and you will wish that you had someone you could talk to, someone who would encourage you, someone who would pray for you. That's what we want to do. So not only are you getting prizes and chili and having a good time this evening, we want to extend this further and say, maybe there's something in the future in some way that we could help you in some way. So you find yourself down and out, and you wish, boy, I would just love to be able to contact someone and have someone to talk to, someone that would listen, someone that would be an encouragement to me. Or maybe you're sitting there going, my marriage is on the rocks, and I don't know if we're going to make it as a couple. I'm having the hardest time in my life with my kids. Some of you kids are saying some of the times I'm having the hardest time with my parents. Graham Church is a family that comes together in the midst of difficult times and says, we want to help you. We want to serve you. So Graham Church wants to be here for you. Maybe you already have a local church, wonderful, and seek that out as well. But if you don't have a local church, or if you're not a church person, maybe somebody here, Jason, Gabe, Brandon, they would love to be able to sit there and talk to you and help you through whatever you're going through. Maybe you've had questions about life and God and the Bible or any number of different things. Maybe you just say, well, I would just wish someone would pray for me. Send us a text. We would love to connect. See, we're about loving our community and blessing our community and finding ways to connect with our community. And so if that is of any interest to you, we want you to know we're here for you. We do this for you. This is primarily where we do it. And we love to be able to serve you in any way possible. So it is a genuine invitation to care and love for you in any way that we can. Thanks again for coming.
So he kind of gave you the PG version of that story. So I don't know. I don't remember how old we were, but that didn't feel real good when he shot me. And bingo. I was a little irritated. So I guess I got one question for you. Where do you think I aimed when he gave me the opportunity to shoot him back? Anyways, we'll leave that one up to you, your imagination. All right, so we got the last three prizes for, it would have been the largest youth buck, it would have been People's Choice, and largest overall for 2022. So some of these overlapped this year. So the winner of one also had votes for the other, so we moved that down to the next guy that had the next amount of votes. And then Michigan Bucks, I'm sorry, I didn't clarify that. And we moved that on down, so there was one guy didn't win all the prizes. So if we could have these three guys come up, Reed Van Wormer, Ty Webb, and Fred Herring. Come on up and let's ask you a few questions. Oh, you got the buck. All right, this is Reed Van Wormer, and this is his youth buck. He shot it. How big is this buck?
He scored 163.
All right. Did you take it with a bow or a gun?
Well, I shot at it with my bow, and I was a little excited and totally missed him. So I grabbed the gun, and I shot him with my gun.
Huh, you got nervous. That's weird. What was that question we had up here, Brandon? Yeah, he had all of them, right? Yeah. Anyways, so how far was the shot?
The shot was probably 60 yards with the gun.
With a gun, 60 yards. Not a bad shot for a nervous nitty, but tell me a little bit about the situation, how you end up finding this buck, how, the land or whatever. Tell me the story.
Well, I started in turkey season. I went and asked to turkey hunt a property, and the lady ended up letting me deer hunt. And then I got all my stuff around, and I put some trail cameras out, and my dad told me that he saw a buck on a neighboring property that was really big. And he showed me the video, and it was this buck. And we didn't know it at the time, but this buck was also on our trail cameras last year in our backyard, and I had video of him in our backyard in June in Velvet. And I hung a stand right where I thought he would be, in front of this big old oak tree. And that morning he came out. First deer I saw that morning. It was him, and he came out. missed him with my bow and then shot him with my gun.
Oh, very good. Congratulations. 163 inches in the velvet. All right, just slide on over. All right, this is Ty Webb, and he got People's Choice, I think because Reed got People's Choice first. But anyways, this is a great buck. Go ahead and tell me where you shot it, which tree stand it was, all your locations and GPS. And so tell me a little bit about this buck.
Well, I had hunted this deer all during bow season and then never saw him. Well, I saw him once, but that didn't work out. And then gun season came, and opening day, the neighbors said that one of the other neighbors had shot him. So that kind of threw off the whole thing. And then I think it was like 3 days later, he just came out right next to a pond and shot him, and he died.
That was with a gun, right?
Yep.
How far was the shot?
Maybe 35 yards.
So a long shot.
Yeah.
So how long was the track job?
10 yards maybe.
All right, so sounded pretty tough. So what kind of food plot was this over?
None of the ones we planted. So
none of the no-till plants that
Yep,
food plots your dad has. All right. So your dad scouted this out. He planted all the food plots, did all the work, hung the tree stand. You went up and shot him?
No, no. I planted the food plots. I hung the saddle, and I did all the work. So.
Very good, very good. Congratulations, great buck. Ty's buck scored 138 inches. Very good job. Congratulations.
How many days in the gun season was it? Not many. A week or two, maybe.
His timeline's a little screwy. He got a little nervous, forgot everything.
Yeah, what? No.
You got everybody hear that? It was 3 weeks into a 2-week season.
I don't know the number.
Congratulations, Ty. Very good. All right, Fred, tell me about this buck.
Well, it scored 128 4/8, and I'd shot an elk October 1st on a weekend, Saturday, and the next weekend I went deer hunting up by our cottage up by Clare, and this came out the morning of the 8th, no, the evening actually, and I shot it with a crossbow at about 25 yards roughly, and I saw it go down. It went maybe 80 yards, 70 yards, went down, and it dressed at 193. It was a heavy-bodied deer. I was happy to get it.
So who hung your tree stands and where were you again?
Isabella County. That's it.
Very good. All right. How old are you?
16.
And how old are you?
74.
Very nice. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. So I'm curious, is that 4/8 that big of a deal, or?
The 128 and 4/8?
In the 4/8. We got to make sure we got the 4/8 on that. We don't want to.
I just read the card.
Very good, guys. Congratulations. Great job. Everybody give them a round of applause. Yeah. All right, guys, that concludes tonight's activities. If you could, we're going to have guys with sheets with your buck numbers on them. If you could tell them your name, we want to make sure your buck goes home with you and nobody else. Don't have your kids go get it for you. You go get it, we'll cross you off the list, and everybody's got their bucks, goes home, and everybody's happy. Really appreciate you guys coming tonight. Hope we get to see you guys again in the future. Have a great night, guys.